Hey, what is happening, y'all? Alex here. Beautiful, gorgeous Saturday afternoon here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's a busy one as well here at the intersection of Bay Street and Bloor Street West here in the northern end of downtown Toronto. And for this video, we'll be walking down Bay Street down to Queen. Again, there's like no cloud in the sky. And I think it's going to be like that tomorrow as well. And today is Saturday, February, February 11th, and it's 3:12 p.m. And the temperature is, it's not even loading here. Damn it. I'd say it's about 4 Celsius. Oh, I turned off the cellular data by accident. Oh, I was wrong. It's currently 1 Celsius right now. Feels like -4, so it is still chilly. I was just spending some time at the Cumberland Terrace, a very, very old school underground shopping mall that's connected to the Manulife Center right here. We're currently in the high-end Yorkville neighborhood. And a lot of Yorkville is known for its high-end shops, restaurants, designers, especially on Bloor Street, and of course the little blocks north of Bloor and west of Bay Street, of course. And there's Bay Bloor Radio, which has been a staple here for who knows how long. Last time when I did a walking video down this part of Bay, I started on the other side. So for this one, let's just walk down the west side of Bay and end up at, let's say, Queen Street, right across from Nathan Phillips Square. I know it might be a little chilly, but that's winter in Canada. So, well, at least here in Ontario. I mean, I might be used to it, but still, nice day outside. So we're currently walking through a corridor of commercial and residential, typical apartments that were built, let's say, 15 to 20 years ago. Actually, before this, I filmed a bus ride on the 109 Rainy, which is my home route. It was on an Orion 7 NG hybrid. It's like, I think it was 1358, so it was one of 6 hybrid units that are left at Wilson because all the Nova hybrids have came in to Wilson from Arrow. And who knows if I'm gonna ever ride on that again, on the 109 or on ever Wilson routes. There's University of Toronto, St. George campus right there, and look, there's Yonge Street, which is of course Toronto's main vibrant commercial strip. I mean, Bloor is also another one too, but of course it's east and west. But think of Yonge Street like Broadway, you know. Yeah, and then I went to Wilson Station and caught the 929 bus. Even though it's a route I don't really like much, I rode it because of an Orion 7, and they are better on Dufferin Street than those freaking articulated buses. In fact, I saw one broken down in just south of Glencairn. So I think now we're in the Bay Clover Hill district. A lot of new apartments have sprung up around here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be braving the little chilliness here as we're coming to Clover Hill Park. Man, I gotta tell you, good riddance to John Tory, because he had an illegal affair with someone that used to work with the city of Toronto. And he was doing that while he was married to his wife for the past 40 freaking years. So, I already did a separate video on that, but good on him. You can go and F off now, because we don't need you here. What you did was truly, truly wrong. And you know, if you're doing something like that, you know how it's gonna ruin your career, especially in politics, right? So, and also this comes at a time when the city councilors they're just debating on Tory's budget budget proposal for the year, but all the freaking $50 million are being spent on the police budgeting and not many other important things like addressing the homeless situation, mentally ill people, and making transit a priority. Because now they're forcing the TTC to cut down all these freaking unnecessary service cuts on a lot of busy routes, and even increasing the fares and the wait times on the subway. Especially, it's a lot of bullshit in my opinion. In fact, I think 95% of Torontonians are probably going to agree with this. So, but we can hope for a better change. So, this lady, I forgot her name, but she's going to take over as the interim mayor for now. She was the deputy mayor, and she was also a riding overlooking in Scarborough. I'm not sure what riding it is, but I used to like Tory when he got elected in 2014, but when the pandemic came, and then when he also won his third term, he just went downhill. I just didn't like what he was doing. Okay, I mean he's not god awful like Rob Ford, rest in peace by the way, but he could have been a lot worse. Is that a Quebec flag? Ooh. These guys here must be from Quebec. They have a flag here.
They took off like a shot. It's very interesting. So when they say the church is corrupt and
Huh. I wonder what that's all about. But yeah, so he wasn't really taking action on the most important things. City was just like spending unnecessary money on other things instead of focusing on the most essential things. So how this is going to work is for the next couple of months we'll have our deputy mayor take over as the interior position, and then I think we'll have a by-election either in the spring or summer to decide who our new mayor is actually going to be as we just cross Wellesley Street. It's a great view as you're walking down Bay Street. Eventually you're gonna come across the financial district skyscrapers, a lot of which are one of the tallest skyscrapers in the country. But yeah, well, I kissed us goodbye, Mr. Tory, because you had hoped for another good career, another good shot mayor, but fuck no. It ain't happening. It ain't over till it's over. And it is over for now, so. And also, his idea, guys, if you live in Toronto, you guys remember frickin' SmartTrack? That was a bullshit idea. Look, turning heavy rail corridors into just typical light rail transit, where we already have like friggin' 6 commuter rail lines by GO Transit on those routes? No way. So with Tory, even Tory was attempted to bring up SmartTrack once again, but there was no mention of it since like what, a little bit of last year, the year before. So now with Tory gone, SmartTrack should be down, because I never liked SmartTrack anyway. It was a bad idea because the Tory government wanted to indicate it as a commuter rail line, but no, not a single one from Mount Dennis to Union Station to Milliken. We already have GO Transit covering all this shit. So why don't we need another commuter rail line overlapping all this? Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm glad he's gone, and I think you guys should be glad that he's gone as well. I mean, he didn't bring the city like so downhill, but he could have turned a lot of things to the worse. That's for sure. Not as bad as Rob Ford, but anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. And here we are at Grosvenor Street, and the S is actually silent. Oh, but we got a good view. Nice looking view down Bay. And there's Queen Street way in the distance, and that's where we're gonna be ending this walking video. And there's again Yonge Street, which is a block east of here. I don't mind getting a little political here on this channel. It's fine. I originally didn't want to, but a lot of my viewers actually live in Toronto or anywhere in Ontario or in Canada. But also, if you watch my last walking videos, I've spoken about, I've kind of roasted Tory. I've talked about the inaction the city's been doing on the most important things, as there's a Nova Bus LFS on Route 19 Bay, which was formerly the 6 Bay. But of course, almost 2 years ago, they renumbered it to 19 to free up space for the Eglinton line. And I don't like how it's served. I filmed a ride on this route already, but I also don't like how it's served by Birchmount. I honestly prefer if it was just served by Mount Dennis. It's just better seeing Orions and Proteras there like before. And even I remember seeing a lot of pictures of the GM Nulux, Handown Bay, Orion 5s. Man, those are like better times of the when it was called the 6 Bay. I don't think I'll ride on that route again, but so it doesn't matter. It's a nice route for sure. Going from like one high-end neighborhood down to financial district where everybody goes to work, and even down to Queens Quay. But no, I don't like the buses that are run on this route. Should be Mount Dennis. Also, the diesel Novas are kind of boring, especially that all of them are based at Birchmount. But there are plans to move half of the New Flyer electric buses from Arrow all the way to Birchmount, so that should be exciting. And we made it to College Street. Forgot to mention, there's the Toronto Police Headquarters. It's a very nice 1980s exterior building. Never been inside, but was it completed in, I want to say 1988, but I'm not entirely sure. And down there is College Park. I don't really go there much. I don't even remember the last time I was there, and I don't really like it. It's so bland. It's not all appealing at all. It's good to see the 506 streetcars running back in its normal routing. Of course, the old Maple Leaf Gardens was just down the street. Now a Loblaws. Actually, I was on the subway. I got on at Dufferin, and then this little old guy started engaging in a little bit of a talk with me because he saw I was wearing a Leafs hat. And he was asking me, if I've been to a Leafs game. I said, yep, I went there twice. And then, he started talking to me about the old Toronto Maple Leafs, and even the old guys who used to still call today, Joe Bowen and Jim Ralph, legendary guys. I mean, I don't listen to the Leafs on the radio, but still, their calls are electric. I got a friend whose parents works in this building here. I'm not gonna acknowledge names and stuff because it's private, but yeah, right in that building. But yeah, and then the conversation just entirely went on until I got off at Bay. I could understand a freaking word the guy was saying because he had his mask on, but I got the gist of it, and he seemed pretty nice anyway. I don't know, he's like in his early 60s. Either a late Gen Xer or a baby boomer. I don't know. Why is this electric Tesla blocking the sidewalk? There's no need for that. I know I was not too far from here yesterday. I was down at the Eaton Center, and then what did I do next? I took the subway to Wellesley and the bus over to Ossington because I wanted to do a walking video down Shaw Street, which I successfully did. But I think I'm going to spend the rest of the time in the Bay. It's kind of getting late, and plus I got to use the washroom as well, so I might as well do that. Also, a big thanks to all of you guys who keep leaving positive comments. Keep it up on my videos, especially the insightful ones on our transit, our city, cultural, and memories and stuff. So really, I always appreciate comments like that, especially those that that are proud of, like, you know, what I do. And it's true, because I love to do what I do. And I'll never stop doing that, despite that I'm in school. I have an assignment that's due next week, so I'm still going to have time to work on that. I've only started very little, but we'll see about that. Actually, Sunday I will be back down here, because the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to be holding an outdoor practice at 12 noon at Nathan Phillips. Look, there's a guy with a camera. It's not uncommon to see guys and people with digital cameras like me taking pictures or videos. It's kind of like the old school way, even. As we're crossing Gerrard Street, and the Chelsea Hotel is down the road. You guys can't really see it because the sun is, because the lighting on the camera, but First Canadian Place is in my point of view. In fact, let me just zoom in here so I can actually show you guys. Maybe we might dim it up. Yeah, there we go. And this might be a good thumbnail opportunity here. There's the kids. And there's Elm Street. Yeah, this might be the only walking video I'll film today. As it is, I'm just gonna call it quits, relax at the bay, and then I'll be back here tomorrow. But I don't think I'm gonna walk video because it's a busy day. Maybe I'll just get like random clips or a short video of the event. Also, the Raptors are playing an early game because tomorrow is Super Bowl. I'm not a football fan, but I do like watching it. It's pretty much the biggest sporting event of the year. And it's pretty much a tradition we watch the Super Bowl, so I'm having my grandma come over, my mom, and maybe a friend of hers. Might get some pizza. There's the old coach bus terminal. Why are all these coach buses laying over there? That's weird. Because that coach terminal has been inactive since July 2021. Weird. Don't forget the new bus terminal is on Bay, just up of Union Station. Now there's the atrium on Bay. A very nice 1980s complex. Guy let me go in his truck. There's the entrance down there. You can also connect. You can also walk to the famous Toronto Eaton Centre shopping mall from here, which is of course my favorite shopping mall in the city. It's amazing, it's nice, despite that a lot of things have changed, but I go there all the time, babe. I go there like once or twice a week. Can't get enough of it. And also, this is my favorite part of the city, you know, the heart of downtown where you got everything happening all over the place, Yonge Dundas Square, Nathan Phillips, and you're bound to spot almost every single Toronto YouTuber I know that makes videos like me, right? Like Johnny Strides, the Ken Continuum, and many others to whom I'm subscribed to, and they all make great videos, and they also live stream as well. But nope, I'm no way in hell on live stream. It's very overwhelming, and also I'm paying for my own my own phone plan now. I feel like I'm just worried of it. So no streams, but I do watch them sometimes. And I also engage in chatting, like, very, very rarely. I used to do that, but no, not anymore, because I don't really want to, like, give away my channel identity and then just, like, be well known. Well, anyway, but I said it before and I'll say it again, a lot of my viewers that are watching this probably pretty much came from Johnny Strides and Ken, so thank you all. I think it's because, you know, in 2020, 2021, you know, when I wasn't allowed to go out and was doing very little videos, you know, I was always engaging with Johnny Strides, and because because, you know, he's been going out a lot for us virtually because, you know, we can't do it ourselves. But now I'm just going around the city. And also, if you guys don't know, he actually didn't inspire me to make videos. It was actually Elton McFall, who pretty much does the same stuff as me, except he's a bit old school. I know I am very young. I do like modern technology, so many things, but there's a lot of old things I like, and even vintage elevators, classic cars and stuff. So Elton, if you're watching this, yeah, rock on. There's still a lot of old things I can appreciate as well. That's why when it comes to filming elevators, I only film the ones that are a bit retro or a bit old school, but regardless, I do love old things. It's amazing. But as for Johnny, yeah, I did engage a lot in his chats, and I just started like spreading the word and telling the chat that I'm starting to make videos. So slowly the gang just like pulled up. So thank you to those that are subscribed. And again, as I always say at the end of the video, if you're not subscribed already, you know what to do. Hit that red button, turn your notification bell on so you don't miss out on an upload. I upload videos pretty much every day, mostly 3 times a day, because I do have like randomness and stuff. But I did make a community post saying that the number of subscribers has been lagging around. It's probably due to the algorithm fucking around, or I don't know. Oh, but there's already an event over there. Oh, I can just cross over here then. Or maybe I'll just go to Queen. I forgot there's another Toronto Maple Leafs event happening today. It's actually not the outdoor practice, but it's another event. So I think I'm gonna go check it out. Maybe make a few random highlights out of it. Who knows? Yeah, back to what I was saying. I was making a community post out of that. And then, of course, made a little quick introductory statement. I always like to introduce myself. I always like to tell people who I am and what I do and stuff. Because again, you know, I make a lot of I don't just make walking videos. I film a lot of transit rides, mostly on the TTC. I do very little on Go Transit and out of city bus systems like MyWay, YRT. Actually, I did film a MyWay bus ride on Wednesday. I think maybe this month I'll head out to York region, because someone had requested me to do a walking video in Vaughan. So I'm gonna get to your request hopefully this coming week. But also I filmed a lot of randomness. I have a random highlights, or actually random clips series, which I enjoy doing, and you know, documenting the city and art, nature, transit. And I also film elevators, because yes, I'm autistic. What's not to like about elevators? I like them, and I've been posting a lot of them lately. But yeah, now we're here at Queen Street. I'm gonna head over to Nathan Phillips, but I gotta cross quickly. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm not always perfect with it, but yeah, we made it. There we go. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and as I mentioned, subscribe if you're new here, if you haven't already, and stay tuned for a lot more walking videos to come. And yeah, stay warm, stay safe. I'm gonna go check this out, get a little preview of what to expect tomorrow, and maybe we'll get some random clips as well. But yeah, this is the first time in 3 years the Toronto Maple Leafs are doing this on the outdoor rink. I cannot wait for that. The thing is, though, hopefully I'll get a good spot. It looks like the Zamboni's on the ice right now. I think there's an Illumini game as well. Yep, your public is public.
National skaters, these remain off the ice. The Zamboni is off, these remain off. Please do not go back on until...
Okay, so he could still skate, but as of now, no. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm signing off. Peace out, guys. Adios, sayonara. Bye bye.